Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a haul, as you guessed from the title. Redundant statement. I keep saying to myself, and I've said a few times over the last month, I hardly bought any makeup. I'm really not spending a lot of money on makeup and beauty and that kind of thing. And then I kind of got everything together and there was this. Now some of this I did buy today, but there's this. And then there's this. And then some more stuff here and some more stuff here. So I'm not really sure whether this is going to be one video or two videos. I think it's probably going to end up being two just for the sake of time, because otherwise it's going to be one of those 40-minute long hauls, which nobody ever really watches to the end because nobody has time for that. So I am going to start with the makeup stuff, I think. So what I'll probably do is a makeup and then maybe a hair and body and everything else in the next video. So in no particular order, I guess I'm going to do the Revolution stuff first. I bought some products from Makeup Revolution a little while back and I'm quite impressed. I think in some way it's linked to the brand MUA. Don't quote me on that, I'm not completely sure. Might just be that it's a similar price point. But they make really nice quality, drugstore makeup, and I hate that expression. I hate using the expression drugstore because it's not something that in the UK we say. We would never say, I'm going to the drugstore. We don't say that. It's become it's infiltrated the culture through, the YouTube kind of community, because obviously a lot of people that we in the UK watch are American, and you would say drugstore in America. We would not say it here. We'd say chemist, or we'd say, I'm going to Boots. We would be more specific than drugstore. Anyway, blah. Makeup Revolution. Oh, sorry. The tangent made me lose my train of thought. Makeup Revolution, so really nice, affordable range of products. My Superdrug, they are starting, it used to be an online brand. They are starting to stock in some branches of Superdrug now. My local one doesn't, but the next town along, they do. They've just started. And it's the first one as you walk in the door, so that was cool. So I went today and I picked up a few things, and I'd picked up a few things previously, and so I'm just going to kind of lump it all into one. So the first things that I got that are actually pretty cool are these two palettes, the Eyes Like Angels palette and the, what is this one? Flawless palette. On the back of the box you have, I have no idea how well this shows up, but you have the colours. And I'm going to take them out and show you. I actually used this Flawless palette to do my eye look today. And they are, I would say they're comparable in quality to the MUA ones, not dissimilar to the sleek ones. What do I have that I can... Oh, yes, I have that. Okay, so to cover the mirror, these are the shades in the Flawless palette. No idea what you can see. Hopefully you can see eyeshadow. So these are really nice shades. You can see where I've used it. And they're, yeah, very similar to the MUA and to the sleek shadows, that kind of minerally texture. Kind of fall downy. So I would say do your makeup, do your eyes before you do the rest of your makeup if you don't do that already. But generally, really impressed. This one in particular, this Eyes... I'm so confused. See, this says here, oh, maybe Eyes Like Angels. I'm so confused because it says here 32 shadow palette, Eyes Like Angels, and then it says Flawless, and this one 32 shadow palette, Eyes Like Angels. So I'm guessing these palettes are the Eyes Like Angels palettes, and then they have a sub name, Flawless palette, and that's a really good everyday kind of, you could wear it to work, you could wear it for a kind of smokier eye like I have now, because this kind of smoky, grungy eye is all I'm really good at. Those really nice, clean, defined, wing liner, beautiful eye looks, I can't do. But if you want something that's smoky and grungy and someone's rubbed their eyes over their makeup, I can do that. So that was the Flawless palette anyway. This is the Eyes Like Angels Ultra eyeshadows, it says on the side of the box. and this one is more brightly coloured. I've left the that other palette, they all have these little, you know, films with shade names on them. I just left mine in the bathroom because I'm very disorganised. So that is the Eyes Like Angels palette. So there's some really beautiful colours in there, and if you like coloured eyeshadow, which I do, then that's going to be quite fun. And these were £8 each, so for what you're getting and the quality, I think that's fantastic. I think you'd pay, I don't know, 4 or 5 times that and get an Urban Decay palette with 12 shadows. So depending on, you know, what your budget is, what you wear, how often you wear it, I think they're fantastic, really fantastic. And in theory, more easily available than Urban Decay. Not every branch of House of Fraser and Debenhams holds Urban Decay, which is annoying because I have Debenhams in my town that has just the most pathetic beauty section ever. I think it's Dior, Clinique, Clarins, Estee Lauder. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So no YSL, no Chanel, none of that. None of that. I mean, I have another department store very close that has it, but anyway, I digress. In theory, that should be more readily available and easily available on the high street than Urban Decay is at times. So for the money, I think that's going to take some beating. I'm going to stick with Makeup Revolution while I'm talking about it. It makes sense to stick to the same brand. I picked these up when I ordered from them online a little while ago, and I think I've seen somebody else do a review on these recently, but I can't remember who. If I remember, I'll link it below. These are the Revolution Awesome Metals Foil Finish, and these are, I guess, a dupe, but I don't have the original to compare, but a similar product to, shall we say, to the Stila Magnificent Metals. So you get your little shiny, you know, shiny stuff, and you get a little thing of a primer, and apparently there's a tray in here as well. I don't know. I haven't swatched. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. So you get, let me take everything out. That's a good idea. So we have, this is the rose gold one. So you have your little pot of shadow. Then you have a little baby thing of a primer, and then you have a tray. And the idea is you put the shadow and the liquid in the tray and you mix it and you get this like super foiled finish. And yeah, Stila makes a version of this, which is, I think they're about 33 or 35 pounds. Like, they're crazy expensive for a single eyeshadow that you're not going to wear every day. Like, it's not something I would really do, but I could at least see some logic in spending that kind of money on like a really good everyday shadow. But this kind of colour, you're not going to wear that every day. That is not an everyday shadow. As beautiful as it is, this is not, for me anyway, this colour is, you know, is not office appropriate. So a £5 dupe sounds pretty good to me. So I got rose gold and I got this other one, which I think is copper. Yeah, Magnificent Copper. And I will try and take it out of the box. Foiled, haha, by the box. Yeah, so that's, let me take the lid off this. Is it going to go everywhere? No, it looks alright. And that's the copper. So they're beautiful colours. I have no idea how they wear. I haven't tried them yet, but I will report back on those. Right then, next product. I didn't like either of these at all, for a myriad of reasons. These are the Salvation lip lacquers, the Intense and the Velvet. So the cardboard packaging is really cute. Love the metallic packaging. This shade is I Fall in Love, and this shade is No Ordinary Love. What I didn't like about these is the consistency is horrible. Another thing that I can just add to it now is that the packaging leaks. This one broke the stopper, you know, the little stopper that stops you from taking too much product out on the wand. That broke first time I used it, and they smell absolutely vile. Really awful. Now, they weren't expensive. I can't, you know, what are you expecting for the money? But I've had other products at that price point from like MUA and people like that that have been fine. What I did love about those, and the thing that's made me kind of the most sad that they were really crappy, is that each shade was a line from the song No Ordinary Love by Sade. I show my age there by knowing that song. The video was amazing. She was a mermaid. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Stunning video. She was beautiful. And it's a great song. Like if you're, you know, late 80s, early 90s soul is your thing, you'll love it. So all the shades of these glosses were named, it was like a line from the song, which was such a cool idea. But the glosses themselves, not good. Not good at all. So I have tried, so that's one thing I tried. The rest of the things from Revolution that I got out of my little bin here. Oh, I got 3 lipsticks, but I only have 1 here, so I can only show you 1. They have a ton, an absolute ton, and these are £1 each. So these are the same price as the MUA lipsticks. I got, whoa, okay. Let's try that again. I got nude, a nude that, in fact, it's not called nude, it's called the One. So I got the One, which was just a, you know, a regular finish. I got, I think it was either called Lady or Danger, which was kind of a dupe for Lady Danger, so it was like a real orangey red. And then I picked this one up today, which is called Rebel with Cause, which I'm guessing, I'm going to swatch, I think, is supposed to be a dupe for Max Rebel. And if I'd thought ahead, I would have gone and found it. But that's the colour. So it is a real vampy, you know, berry, winey kind of colour, which I quite like, but I don't wear often. And so for £1, I figured I'd give it a go. But they also have some of the, I think NYX have got, is it the macaron shades that are like ridiculous colours, like a blue and a yellow. They have a range like that are £1 each, which I think I'm probably going to pick up really just for shits and giggles, because for that kind of money it's fun to have. So, but you know, the other 2 of these lipsticks from the range that I've got that I've tried are very nice, so this will just be a nice addition to that. And then today, these are some of the things that I picked up. I picked up 3 of the blushes because I'm pretty sure they were £1 each. Yeah, £1 each. So I got this one, which is in the shade Hot, which is a nice kind of pinky colour. Note the excellent descriptive work here. I got Treat, which is a light peachy colour, and I'm loving blushes this colour at the moment. I tend to favour a peach blush over a pink blush most of the time, so love that one. And then this one is Sugar, which is just a slightly darker peachy coral colour. So looking forward to trying those, because I think they'll be, you know, I think they'll be nice. And for £1, if they're not, you know, I'll survive. And then this last thing I picked up, last Revolution thing I picked up was, and I'm going to open this and swatch it because I'm curious, because I didn't swatch it while I was in the shop. This is the Vivid Baked Highlighter in Peach Lights. And it is stickied shut, which is good because it means no grubby little mitts have been on it. So that's what it looks like. I don't know how it swatches, so, oh, okay. That's kind of pretty. It's not very peach, I don't think, and I'm not sure how well that will show, but it's, you know, here-ish. It's a very white-based highlight. So yeah, reserve judgment on that until it's actually been used on my cheeks, but it's, it was £3, I think. Packaging's good and sturdy. And it is pretty, it's a bit white based, so yeah. But yeah, and there's a little finger. I don't know why I squinted then, like that had any bearing on it. That was what I wanted to do, so you could see the finger. Not this. I'm such an idiot. But you know, it's pretty. It is a pretty colour. So we'll see how it goes. Sticking with the super duper cheap products, I picked up a blusher from MUA just on the spur of the moment. Again, £1. So they're these little rectangular blushes. This shade, I have been using it. I am wearing it today, in fact. This is the shade Lolly, and it's just a really gorgeous peachy blush. It's you know, it's a good, I have no idea where my hands are, like, are they near the camera? Right. It's a really nice peach. It's a lovely soft formula. For £1, you cannot go wrong with this. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And I also got another one of the MUA Luxe. I don't remember what these are called. I think they might just be lip lacquers. It doesn't actually say. This is in the shade Serene. Yeah, it was Serene. Which is this pretty pinky colour here, which I very much like. I have a few of these and they're nice. You know, these are about £3.50 each, so again, not super expensive, not super cheap, but you know, really not expensive. And yeah, pretty colour, pretty colour. Next up, I have got 4 products, I guess 3 products really, from Rimmel. And no wipes to take the stuff off my hands, so I'm going to end up with peachy shimmer everywhere. Oops. 3 products really, 1 in 2 shades. So I'll start with this. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. And I'm not, I will be completely honest and upfront, I am not the biggest fan of Rimmel products. Or I hadn't been until now. I stumbled across this. I've been looking for a new foundation. I wanted something that would be a bit more long wearing and a bit, you know, just give me a bit more coverage and whatnot for during the day at work. So I picked up the Stay Matte. I also picked up the 25-hour lasting finish, which I don't have to hand. It's around somewhere, which I like. It was, you know, it was nice. But I think they were 2 for £10 in Boots, so I got both. I picked this up in Ivory initially because it was the lightest shade that they had in the store I was in, and I assumed that because it's 100 Ivory, it would be the lightest shade. It was just a tiny, teeny bit too dark for me. And I don't think anybody else would have noticed, but I noticed, and you know what it's like. When you notice and you're self-conscious, it doesn't matter if anybody else can see it, it just becomes a problem. So I went and looked, and it actually turns out that there is a lighter shade. There is Light Porcelain, which is very light, possibly slightly too light. I am wearing that today, so I guess we'll see how it comes out on camera, whether it's ghostly white, I mean even more ghostly white. But it's a really, really nice foundation. I am so surprised at how nice it is for the money, because I think it's $5.99, which is ridiculous. So cheap. And it's got here Feather Light Liquid Mousse blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte baby soft finish. Lightweight texture won't feel greasy or heavy. It's right, that's true. None of that is a lie. It is really light on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey. It does control shine really well, and I am oily skin, so I notice that kind of thing. I am seriously impressed with these. So would definitely recommend that if you are an oily girl who wants to be fair, an oily girl or an oily guy. Let's not be gender biased here. Anybody who's looking for a foundation that's good for just keeping shine at bay, it's fantastic. So for the money, it's worth a try. Also from Rimmel, I picked up this wonderful mascara with argan oil, which looks like that. It's nothing amazing. I've never really been very wowed by Rimmel mascaras before. I will show you the brush, which looks like that. It has argan oil in it. I have no idea what that's going to do for my lashes particularly. It's not massively volumizing, it's reasonably lengthening, but it doesn't really do enough kind of oomph for me for it to be something that I love. I will continue to use it. It's okay for every day, but it's not amazing. So worth a look if it's on offer, but not amazing. And then on the other end of the scale, something I really, really like. This is the Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel. And I picked this up because it was dirt cheap. It was $2.99 and I decided I was going to have it. So it's, you know, one of those little brushes that I've now got product all over my hands. I have the Benefit Gimme Brow. I used to always use the Benefit Speed Brow, which I liked very much. I have the Benefit Gimme Brow, which I don't really like because it just feels too dark. This is spot on. This is the perfect shade for my brows. Makes them look done and defined without making me look like, you know, really overly done, scary dark brows, because I don't want that. It's not a good look for me. Some people can do a really strong brow, me not so much. But love this. $2.99. I think that's an introductory price. I think it's going to be all of $3.99 when it's on full price. So this is fab. Comes in a few shades. This is the lightest. I think there's a clear and there was a mid brown and a dark brown as well, I think. So if you are in the market for a brow product and you can get your paws on this, get your paws on this. It's good. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for 1,000 years. I probably have been. Next up, I picked up, oh, let's do the Sleek things for fun. I picked up two things from Sleek. They had a discount on their website. I think it might have been 30% off, something like that. I picked up the palette that I can't open. Oh my god. There we go. This is the Rio palette that looks like that, which is just right up my alley. I love these colours. I really wish they didn't put sponge tip applicators in these palettes. Like I wish they just didn't, because I never use them and they fall out. So yeah, these kind of really fun tropical colours. I think this is, it's limited edition, but I think if you were looking at the Urban Decay Electric palette and didn't want to spend the money, I think this at $7.99 is a nice alternative if you don't think that you're going to wear bright colours very often. Saying that, this was $7.99 and is limited edition. This was £8 and it's permanent, so depending on what kind of colour you want, that might be another option. But liking this very much. Fun colours, you know, nice quality. Sleek palettes are always nice. So I had to have it. I saw kind of some blogger swatches of it way before it actually came out, and it was just like, oh my god, I need it. And then the other thing I got, this was in the sale on the Sleek website. This is the Blush by 3 in the shade Flame, which are like super duper bright blushes. Let's swatch them, why not? Holy crap. Okay, I have no idea when I'm ever going to wear these, but you can see the pigment in those. Gorgeous colours, really beautiful, really, you couldn't really see that third one because I did that on the finger where that other peach stuff was. Let's do it on this finger. There you go, there's the third one. So not really sure when I'm going to wear those, but I think it was reduced to something like £3, and I can't resist a bargain. I can't. I'm going to stop for a minute and clean my hands off because otherwise this is just going to become a disaster. Okay, I've moved a bit closer to the camera, so if perspective has all changed, that's why. Last few products I'm going to show you, bit of a mixture of things. I picked up one of these Revlon Colour Stay Moisture Stain glosses in the shade Shanghai Sizzle. I got a pink one as well, but I don't know what I've done with that, so I think you've probably seen these before. This is really nice. I was really surprised at just everything. I haven't had great luck with Revlon glosses because I find that the Colour Stay ones smell like hot dogs, not in a good way. So I never really, they have beautiful colours, but I can't get past the smell. But this one doesn't have a weird smell. It's a really nice, what's the best way to describe it? Squishy formula. It's probably the best way for me to describe it. So really love that. I picked up one of these Revlon Glam Matte glosses, which looks like that. Kind of on a whim, but it's nice. Haven't worn it yet, only swatched it, but it swatches pretty. And this is in the shade, what's that? Cherry Crop, which is an odd name, but it is a kind of pretty cherry red colour. So that's fun, and I do need to wear it. I picked up the Revlon, no, this isn't Revlon. Where is your brain, Beth? This is the Bourjois Cream Blush This is the Sun blush in 05, which I have opened and swatched, but the sticky had gone back. So it's like it's a really pretty blush that gives you that kind of caught the sun kind of colour. It's a bit bronzy. Very pretty, very nice. These Bourjois cream blushes are lovely. Really like these. A couple of lip balms from Holland & Barrett. These are the Crazy Rumours lip balms, and I got Lemonade and Amaretto. I have a ton of these because they're a really nice balm, really inexpensive, about $3.50 each. Very often on buy one get one for a penny in the Holland & Barrett penny sale. So love those. And this, just the flavours and stuff are so yummy. I also have a MAC Luster Glass in Love Nectar, which is a gross sounding name, but a very, very pretty gloss right there. Inspired by Makeup by Tiffany D and her list of her favourite MAC glosses. And it's a really pretty peachy nude with a bit of gold sparkle, so lovely. Liking that. Then, two more things. I have the L'Oreal Color Riche L'Ombre Pure. See my French there? That is, oh no, not broken, thought it was broken. Little eyeshadow that looks like that. And it is like a white with a pink, not dissimilar to that other highlighter I showed you actually. There you go. That's it right there. So the L'Ombre Pure in, I'm not really sure, it could be Chameleon, it could be Opalescent. It's number 600 anyway. So I picked that up because I had something like £1 off if you spend £5 on eyeshadow. And then the last thing, I didn't actually buy, one of my besties gave me this. This is the YSL Rouge Volupté in shade number 32. Jealous Coral. She ordered this online, didn't like it, and so gave it to me because she's awesome. So it's that colour right there. So, in terms of makeup, that's the last 5 or 6 weeks, I guess. So all this crap about me not buying much is exactly that. It's crap. I've had a ton. But it's, you know, it's some good stuff. And there's nothing too crazy expensive there. This probably would have been, yeah, this would have been the most expensive thing there, and I didn't pay for it. So who can complain at that? I do have another bit of a haul because I have all the hair and bath and body type stuff that hair, skincare, bath and body, all of that stuff to do. So that will be up after this at some point, probably within a few days. And then I have a stationery haul, and I have a discontinued products tag, and then there's going to be empties and favourites. So there is a whole bunch of videos to come. That will be to come this time because I feel like I'm back in like a filming kind of, you know, filming mindset. I don't know what this hand business is. I have no idea. I'm going to stop right now. So that's it from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.